Again, the minister has not paid attention to the gravity of what we are dealing with. The minister came here and he spoke. Quite frankly, I don't know that the people of South Africa have confidence that the police are going to attack extortionists. There is no comprehensive crime prevention strategy. And until that happens, you're always going to run after the fact. After extortion has happened, you'll be running after people. What is your plan? What did you say today? You're going to work with provinces, you're signing agreements. That has been done before. You're going to work with CPFs and security companies. That has been done before. That's your strategy. You came here to tell us that. Extortionists find themselves and express themselves in four aspects. One, which is a long-standing practice in the clubs. And in the clubs, there is a strong phenomenon of security companies. You're going to work with which security companies? They are involved themselves in telling clubs that they must be employed or else they're going to have to be attacked in all forms of violence and be ran into the ground. It's very clear here in Cape Town. Very big and strong and violent security companies are the ones that are running the clubs and on the basis of a proper extortionist network. The construction mafia, the 30%ers, what are you going to do with them? There's nothing that has come out today as to what you're planning to do with the people who are extracting 30% and rendering the state literally dysfunctional at a local level. Cyberbullying. A lot of women are taken videos during sex and the men threaten, for an example, to expose those videos in order to keep them in relationships or to extort money from them. And there's a lot as well of extortionist tendencies within the cybercrime space. Finally, public institutions, hospitals, schools. We are told that Mercantile Hospital, one of the doctors was told that he must bring 50,000 protection fee or face violence. A male nurse at Tata School for the Blind and Deaf and his family were held at gunpoint on Tuesday. 2 armed men demanding 50% protection fee. Numerous businesses in Umtata, in recent weeks, Sasol Garage on the main road was closed. People are demanding protection fee. In everything that you have said today, I don't know that we are getting confidence. What do the people of South Africans want to hear? One, they don't want to hear that you don't know these criminals and you are saying the reports are not coming to the police stations. That is dishonest. By the way, you're the only people who don't know these criminals that are extorting communities. Only the police in South Africa are claiming ignorance. Our people know. And the reason the police are claiming ignorance is because the police are embedded. It's because correctional services is embedded. There are people who come from prison who are convicted of murder, who are transported outside, commit heinous violent crimes, murder and assassinations, come back into prisons. When you're looking for them and you're reporting them, police say those people have been arrested already. What is your strategy regarding these activities? You do not have. So what did you come here to Parliament to do? PRMT exercise. This government of National Ndondon is not going to succeed if it is obsessed with media. You've got to have a comprehensive, concrete strategy that is based on the lived experience of our people to combat crime. Don't come here for a PR stance. You don't have a strategy yet, and it's Katsa. What must be done? Go and implant counterintelligence capabilities. We know these gangs, our people will tell you. 2, build internal state capacity. Let us do away with tenders. Tenders have crippled the local state. Many of those workers, let's insource them. Let the government build schools directly, build clinics directly. It will halve the crime of extortion in our country. The HODs in Ekurhuleni, in Tshwane, in Johannesburg, withhold payments of contractors. Some of them are crippling black businesses. They must get bribed or they don't get paid. Arrest these administrators. Let us see you raid the administration. to disarticulate it from extortion. Finally, please use digital and AI technologies. Implant cops with crime and GPS so that you know where the cops are, who they are talking with, who they are seeing
Honourable
at all
Member,
material times.
your time
That
is
you
now
can speak about the
expired.
crime strategy, not a PR exercise you came here to perform.
This individual, Philip Craig, firstly, he is a British national who came to South Africa 20 years ago and then subsequently got the citizenship of South Africa. Now, it needs to be emphasized that his citizenship, his South African citizenship, is a privilege. His responsibility, therefore, is to abide by the values of the Constitution and never engage in any conduct that seeks to divide South Africa. Philip Craig here is advocating for the creation of an Israel-like state. It is the very same Israel, South Africa, the South African government has taken to the ICJ because it is committing acts of genocide against Palestinians. Now, by him, saying he wants to create an Israeli state, he's effectively suggesting that he wants genocide in South Africa because that is what is happening in Israel. There's genocide against Palestinians. Now, with our history as South Africans and a history that is only 30 years ago, whereby there was apartheid in our country, where there was brutality against the African majority, we can never take such comments very lightly because we know that only 30 years ago, the life of an African, the life of a black person in our country was cheap. The life of a black South African in our country was determined by the color of their skin because of the apartheid policies, which brutality was effected against black South Africans.
Yeah.
So it is on those reasons we as the ATM, we believe that it is in the interest of the public that his citizenship must be revoked.
Cape, because what we're looking to create in the Western Cape is an ideological homeland for people who think like us, people who have broadly Western values, who want to live in the first world, and want to and I've often used the example, the Western Cape becomes almost like Israel for the Jews, if I can use that example.
We have the EFF fighting in Parliament. We have the ATM party fighting these racists, the PA fighting illegal immigration. I think we have everything in place, and that is good. It's good to see that our politicians are at work. They are fighting for South Africans, even though we can count them, but it still matters. Now, shock of my life, I didn't know this Phil Craig guy was even a foreign national with a South African citizenship. Imagine the audacity of these people. You come all the way from Britain to this country and you want a certain province for yourself. You want this big pie for yourself. He even has the audacity to tweet, "Some things are worth fighting for. My wife and the Western Cape." He has a dual citizenship, probably acquired the citizenship through his wife, I don't know. But he has the audacity to come all the way from Britain and declare an independence. I think South Africa is such a free country, even for those that come from outside, they feel as well, here I can just do anything at any time. No consequences whatsoever. Banana Republic, lawless country. I can just say whatever at any time. No consequences. So people are fighting the protection fee, criminals, and I hope what Mbuyiseni said gets implemented. Because you guys remember, the government, you must remember, when these people get tenders, the money did not come from the sky. These people get money from the government. So the government does have money to fix things up. The government does take out money and give it to these people. I don't know, is it their Pululus? Is it their... I don't know. But it will be less corruption. Corruption will always be there. Even in top countries, corruption will always be there. But it will reduce corruption if they stop giving people tenders. You cannot keep giving people tenders and these people, they chow the man. Imagine chowing 100 million. We are saying about Gucci. Ngemali, they are supposed to assist the community. When are you rather go and buy Gucci and post online? And they are not being held accountable. That's why it keeps happening. If they get caught, they will attend the case from 2010 up to 2040. Attending the case, postponements after postponements. Not saying white people don't get the tenders and eat the money, but in most cases, it's our people. So it has nothing to do with race, because we are being fucked by our people. So hopefully something gets done with the protection fee, with the tenders, unemployment crisis, all these issues that we have as a country. Hopefully something gets done. Our politicians must be held accountable. You're tired of hearing the same speeches every day. Here's Cupcake Sir Ramaphosa declaring, hey, if you are found guilty, if you did this to a woman, you will not be granted bail. As of, did it happen? No, it was just a speech. Don't worry, I am building 1 million houses for. Did it happen? No, it was just a speech. So we're tired of hearing these same speeches. Every day you're preaching the same thing. No plan, just speeches, PR stunts. Data saying 10 illegal immigrants were arrested in Joburg, 10. And we're not being showed faces. So they are invincible. Guys, kuningi nangomunye Cape Independence. I mean, if we allow our country to be lawless, we'll find ourselves in so much shit. We're one of the top countries in Africa when it comes to economy. We're one of the tops. But we will not have that if we have people plotting to have independence with the Western Cape, and they're not even one of us. They're just 20 years and you already think you can own an entire province. Even Mandela died without owning a province. He died without owning a province. We're from Britain. You want to own a province? Because here's this British individual flying all the way, crossing all these countries, coming to South Africa and declaring independence. Imagine the audacity of these people. You have an adopted home, South Africa. You have an original home, Britain. If they chase you from South Africa and really take that citizenship, you still have a place to go. As for us, we have nowhere to go. This is our home, our only home. One propaganda he will push, maybe they managed to fool Ushaka Zulu, whoever that was there at that time when they came. They managed to fool them that, okay, we're going to take this piece of land, build beautiful infrastructures, and then we will all live together in peace and harmony. Because that's the message they're trying to sell. We just want people that think like us. It doesn't matter the culture or the race. Give them that province, you will see it matters. Give them the province, you will see it matters. Oh, it doesn't matter the culture or the race. As long as you think like us, as long as give them the province, you will see that it matters.